අයිබෝන් පුතාට good evening. පුතේ ඊයේ පන්තිය කරන්න බැරි වුණේ සාමාන්‍ය තත්ත්වයක්. ඇත්තටම මේ කාලේ තියෙන මේ තෙල් පොලිමේ ඉඳ සිද්ධ වුණා මට ඒ වෙලාවට පන්තියට එන්න ඇත්තටම ගෙදර එන්න බැරි වුණා. මේක තමයි ඇත්ත දේ. සදා පුතට මැසේජ් එකක් දැම්මේ. හරි. මට කියන්න පුතාලා හෝම්වර්ක් මොනවද කියලා. මම හිතන්නේ ළමයි අඩුයි ළමයි අඩු වෙන්න හේතුව මම හිතන්නේ ඒගොල්ලන්ට වෙනම පන්ති ඇති නමුත් රෙකෝඩින් එකම දානවා. එහෙනම් ඒක ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙන එකක් නැහැ. හෝම්වර්ක් කියන්න පුතේ. ටෙක්ස්ට් එකේ
9.12467.
right. Nine point one. Question number 2. A government servant can acquire a loan up to 10 times of his monthly salary at an annual interest rate of 4% to 4.2%. The loan has to be repaid within 5 years in equal monthly installments. If Nimal draws a salary of 30,000 per month, determine the following. The first one. First one. How much can Nimal acquire as a loan? 10 times his salary. 30,000 into 10. 300,000. Second one. What is the duration of the loan in month? 5 years. Means 5 into 12 is 60 installments, monthly installments. Third one. If the interest is charged on the reducing balance, calculate the total interest. We need the total interest. And finding the total interest, first determine the monthly loan amount. Divide that 300,000 by 65,000. Yes, 5,000. Then interest for monthly loan amount. Interest for monthly loan amount. 4.2% annually. Yes. $5,000. This has to be multiplied by 1/2. And simplify. Then divide by 6. 0.72. Yes. 17.5. 17.50. This is called interest for one month. Interest for 1 month. Then determine number of month units. Number of installments 60 over 2. 60 plus 1. 13 to 61. 1830. Yes. Then you can find the total interest. Multiply 1830 by 17 and 50 cents. You can determine the total interest. 1830. 2025 rupees. I got it. This is the total interest.
Yes, sir.
Right. 32,025. Yes. Next part. What is the total amount due under the reducing loan? Sampurna. Udalahana. To find it, you know the loan amount is 300,000 and the total interest 32,025. Now says 332,025. Fifth question. Find the amount of monthly installment. This has to be divided by 6. The value of an installment is 5,533.75 cents. උත්තරේ ගත්තද පුතේ? චලනි?
Oh, sir.
Right. This is the answer. දැන් හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න. මේ ගණන් වෙනස් වෙන්නේ නැහැ පුතා. මේ ගණන් හදන ක්‍රමයක් මම කියලා දීලා තියෙනවා. මේ ක්‍රමේ ගණන් අපි 100ක් හැදුවත් ඔයගොල්ලෝ හදන ඉන්ස්ටෝල්මන්ට් එක නම් හොයන ඉන්ස්ටෝල්මන්ට් එක නම් ඒ ස්ටෙප්ස් ටික වෙනස් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ප්‍රොසීජර් එක වෙනස් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඉතින් හරි කල්පනාවෙන් කරන්න. ගණන් 100ක් හැදුවත් ඉතින් ඇත්තටම මේ වැඩක් නෑ. මොකද මේ වෙනස් කරන්න බෑ. හරිද? අපි හරියට ගණන් ටික හදමු. ඔක්කොම ඉන්ස්ටෝල්මන්ට් ටික හොයන ස්ටෙප්ස් ටික එකයි. හරි? Question number 4. A motorcycle priced at 150,000 for outright purchase can be bought by making a down payment of 30,000 rupees and paying the rest in 2 years in equal monthly installments if a 24% annual interest rate is charged on the loan, where the interest is calculated on the reducing loan balance, find the amount of monthly installment. What are the steps? හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න. වරදින්නම හේතුවක් නැහැ පුතා. There is a down payment. First, subtract it from the mark price of the motorcycle. Then you can find the loan amount. After that, divide this loan amount by number of installment. Determine monthly loan amount. Monthly loan amount. හොඳට ඇහුම්කන් දෙන්න මම කියන දේ. After that, find interest for monthly loan amount. It is called interest for 1 month unit. Then you can determine number of month units using the formula. Then to find the total interest, take the product of number of installments, sorry, number of month units and interest for 1 month unit. You can determine the total interest. Then add total interest and the total loan amount. We can determine total amount paid with interest. Divide it by number of installment. We can find value of an installment. ඔය steps ටික පුතේ වෙනස් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඉතින් කටපාඩමේ තියාගන්න මම කියන්නේ. කවදාවත් ගණන් වෙනස් කරන්න පුතාට installment එක හොයන්න කිව්වොත් ඕක තමයි steps ටික. ඊට පුතාලා දන්නවා අන්තිමට අපි හැදුවා. annual interest rate එක හොයද්දි මොකක්ද අපි steps ටික. Right. First determine the loan amount. Subtract 30,000 from 150,000. 120,000. 120,000. Now, monthly loan amount. Number of installments, 2 years means 24. Divide 120,000 by 24. So 5,000. Then interest for monthly loan amount. පුතේ ගානේ පුතාලගේ පොතේ තියෙන 24% කියලා නේද? Annual interest rate. Is it 24%?
Yes, sir.
Right. And interest for monthly loan amount, 24% into 5,000. This has to be multiplied by 1/12. Simplify. It's 100. You know, this is called interest for 1 month unit. Then number of month units. Number of month units. Number of installments, 24. Yes. 24 over 2, 24. 25 plus 24 plus 1. 12 into 25 is 300. Then total interest multiply in 30,000. 30,000. Then determine total amount paid with interest. Total amount paid with interest. Add the loan amount is 120,000. We obtain the interest, the total interest 30,000. The answer is again 150,000. Then value of an installment. Installment එක again calculate කරනවා. Divide 150,000 by 24. Is it 6,250?
Yes, sir.
Right. The answer is 6,250. 6,250. ₹6,250. Then question number 6. හයවෙනි ප්‍රශ්නෙට මම එනවා. A refrigerator priced at 36,000 rupees. For outright purchase can be bought by making a down payment of 6,000 rupees and paying the rest in 24 equal monthly installments of 1,500. If the interest on the loan is calculated on the reducing loan balance, find the annual interest rate. පුතේ මේකේ value of installment එක කීයද දීලා තියෙන්නේ? මගේ පොතේ නම් තියෙන්නේ 1,500 කියලා. පුතාලේ පොතේ තියෙන්නේ කීයද? Is it 1,100? Value of an installment?
It's 1,500, sir.
1,500. Right. 1,500. We need annual interest rate. Right. Apply the steps. First, determine loan amount. Loan amount. To find it, subtract the down payment of the mark price. 36,000 minus 6,000. 30,000. Then monthly loan amount. Divide this 30,000 by 24. Yes. 2,500. Yes. 2,500 rupees. 2,500. Then no, 1,215. Yes, 30,000 has to be divided by 24. 1,250. Kainin it. 1,250. This is monthly loan amount. And value of an installment is given 1,500. Yes. In total amount paid within total amount paid in installments multiply 1,500 by 24 by 24. ₹36,000, right? Then we can determine total interest. We know amount paid with interest is total amount 36,000, but the loan amount is 30,000. We can determine it is 6,000. This is the total interest. 6,000. Now determine number of month units. Number of month units. Number of installment 24 over 2. 24 plus 1. 12 into 25 is 300. Yes. Then determine, then we know the total interest, then interest for 1 month unit. interest for 1 month unit. Right. Divide this total interest is 6,000 by 300, which is 20 rupees. This is called interest for 1 month unit, means interest for monthly loan amount, right? Then annual interest rate. Annual interest rate. Yes, 20 rupees should be paid. Monthly loan amount is 1,250. This has to be multiplied by percentage 100, and to represent annual interest rate, this has to be multiplied again by 12. This gives the answer. To divide by 5 to 25, then divide by 5 again. 4. This one is 5. The answer 8 into 96 over 5. 19.2%. This is the annual interest rate. 19%. Have you got it? This is the answer. Harushi?
Yes, sir.
Right. The answer is 19.2. දැන් steps ටික බලන්න. කල්පනාකාරීව කරන්න. දැන් අපිට total interest එක හොයාගන්න ක්‍රමයක් තියෙනවා. We can determine total amount paid with interest by multiplying value of installment by number of installment. And we know the total loan amount. Take the difference of these two, we can determine total interest. Then we can determine number of month units also. Then divide these two, total interest by number of month unit. We can obtain interest for 1 month unit. It is called interest for monthly loan amount. Monthly loan amount is 1,250. How to find this interest rate? 20 rupees out of 1,250 into percentage 100. This is monthly. To obtain annual rate multiplied by 12. බලන්න කොච්චර ලේසිද කියලා. ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා පුතාලා අහන්න මගෙන්. පිරුෂ පුතේ ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවද?
No, sir.
Right. The last one. අන්තිම එක බලන්න. A saving machine is available at 23,000 rupees for outright purchase. The person going for an installment plan can purchase it by making a down payment of 5,000 and paying the rest in 20 equal monthly installment of 2,000 rupees. පුතේ 2,000 ද තියෙන monthly installment එක පුතාලගේ පුතේ? Is it
Yes,
2,000?
sir.
All right, 2,000 rupees. If the interest on the loan is calculated on the reducing loan balance, find the annual interest rate. Same steps. ඔය ටිකමනේ පුතේ. ඔය ටිකමයි. බලන්න මම මේ ලියපු ටික මකන්නෙත් නැහැ. Right. First determine the loan amount. 23,000 minus 5,000. 18,000. Right? Total amount paid in installments. Value of an installment is 2,000. Right? Into 10. 20,000. 20,000. Yes. 2,000 into 10. Then total interest can be determined. The loan amount is 18,000. Subtract 18,000 from this one is 2,000. Right? Number of month units 10 over 2, 10 plus 1, 5 into 11, 55. Interest for 1 month unit. Divide this 2,000 by 55. Right? Simplest form is divide by 5. 400 over 11. 400 over 11. Yes. Interest for 1 month. Not need to find this decimal value. Decimal value. This is not the final answer. I think if you substitute this one to find this interest rate, is the most suitable way. Annual interest rate. We know monthly loan amount is, monthly loan amount should be determined. This one is 18,000. Then to find monthly loan amount, divide this one by 10, 1,800. The answer 400 over 11 into percentage 100 to 12. Simplify this. 400 over 11. 1,800 into 100 to 12. Simplify and by 6, 2, 3. Four into 100, 400, 800 over 33. Percent. Divide 800 by 33. to find the answer. Is this 24.2?
Yes.
Right. The answer is 24.2%. 24.2. That's the answer. Right. Then you can start the last part, the final session of this lesson. Compound interest. Write the topic. Compound interest. In Sinhala, වැල් පොලිය කියලා අපි කියන්නේ. You know about the simple interest. When determining interest according to the simple interest method, we always use one capital, one loan amount. But when determining interest, in compound interest method, using the compound interest method, capital for the loan amount is changed year by year. Right? As example, think a person borrows 10,000 rupees. Annual interest rate is 10%. Right? The loan amount is 10,000. Annual interest rate 10%. 10%. Right. They used to settle the loan after 2 years. 2 years. Right? Then first we can determine interest for the first year. The first year. 10% into 10,000. Simplify with 1,000 rupees. Right? Then we settle this loan after 2 years. Then we have to determine interest for the second year also. Right? And before determining interest for the second year, we need loan amount of the second year. Right? This interest should be added to the loan amount of the is 11,000 rupees. That's the way. Interest of the first year should be added to the loan amount of the first year. This total amount is considered as the loan amount for the second year. Now, determine the interest for the second year. Second year, 10% into 11,000. It is 1,100. If you want to find the interest for the third year, this amount should be added to this 11,000. The sum is taken as the loan amount for the third year. මම කියන දේ පුතාලට තේරුණාද? Tarushi?
Understood.
Right. Vihanga? right. එහෙනම් අපි example එකම ලොකු දෙයක් නෑ උතන. හරි මේක හදන්න තව ලේසි ක්‍රමයකුත් තියෙනවා. step by step යන තුමා එකක් කියලා දෙන්නම්. Right. Write down this example. Write down. If a person takes a loan of 10,000, if a person takes a loan of 10,000, ₹10,000 at a compound interest rate of 10%. Compound interest rate of 10% per year. Per year. Calculate the total interest, calculate the total amount. Calculate the total amount calculate the total amount required to repay required to repay the entire loan in 2 years. Right? You can write few steps. Interest for the first year. For the first, you can write a loan amount for the first year. It is 10,000. Right? Interest for the first year. Interest for the first year, 10%. ₹1,000. Then loan amount for the second year, add this 10,000 and 1,000. It is 11,000. 11,000. Then find interest for the second year. Interest for the second year. Right? %10 into 11,000. The answer is 1,100. And then you can determine total amount paid for the second after 2 years. At 10,000, 11,000 and 1,100, it is 12,100. Right. Write down it. ඔබ ලියා ගන්න. පුතේ රෙස් කරන්නම්. Right? Total amount paid after 2 years after 2 years can be determined using steps. Directly you can find it 110 over 100 because the interest rate is 10%. 110 over 100 into the loan amount is 10,000. This gives the direct answer. If this is paid after 3 years, we have to multiply this 110 over 100 into 110 over 100 into 110 over 100 three times. But this is paid after 2 years. Then you use 2 times this product. Then simplify it. The answer is 12,100. Right? අපිට කෙලින්ම උත්තරේ ගත්තා කියලා ප්‍රශ්නකුත් නැහැ. හරිද? දැන් අවුරුදු 3ක් නම් මේක 3 පාරක් මල්ටිප්ලයි කරන්න තියෙනවා. ඔනි නෝට් එක ලියන් ඉන්න. Total amount paid after 2 years can determined as follows. Write down. Right. Pute, 9.2 first question. කරන්න බලන්න. හරියට. You can apply any method. කැමති ක්‍රමයකට හදන්න. 9.1 first, sorry, 9.2 first question. So what is the answer? උත්තරේ කීයද? Yes. දහම්සි. කවුරු again චලනි?
Sir, 5,512.5 rupees.
If a person takes a loan of 5,000 at a compound interest rate of 5% per year, calculate the total amount required to repay the entire loan after 2 years. Total amount. Yes. Total amount. If you use the second method, 105 over 100 into 5,000. Yeah, says 5,512 and 50 cents. Yes, this is the answer. Correct. Hari. Question number 3. පුතේ තුන්වෙනි ප්‍රශ්නය මොකක්ද තියෙන්නේ? කවුරු හරි කියන්න බලන්න එක. මගේ පොතේ වෙනස් එකක් තියෙනවා හිතන්නේ. Third one. With the third one, කවුරු හරි කියන්න third question එක මොකක්ද තියෙන්නේ කියලා? Yes. කවුරු කියන්නේ? චලනි කියන්න බලන්න.
Radha deposits 8,000 rupees in account, paying 12% annual interest compounded yearly. After 1 year, the bank interest rate drops to 10%. How much money will Radha receive in total as interest at the end of 2 years?
Yes, do right now. This one. මගේ එකේ තියෙන එක 4 කියලා පුතා. ඒක කරන්න දැන්. Do this. Right now. Radha deposit 8,000 in an account, paying 12% annual interest compounded yearly. After 1 year, the bank interest rate dropped to 10%. Yes, what is the answer? Tarushi, කියන පුතේ උත්තරේ කීයද කියලා?
1,856 rupees.
1,856.
So it's 1,850.
6,000?
No, so 1,800.
1,856. Right. Radha receive in total as interest at the end of the 2 years. We need the interest. අපිට ඕනේ පුතා. Yes. How much money will Radha receive in total as interest? Yes, we need the total interest. Right. Directly you can find it. The total amount received after 2 years. The first year, the interest rate is 12%, 112 over 100 into, in the second year, it drops to 10%. The loan amount is 8,000. Simplify this. Yes. $9,856. But you know the loan amount, it is 8,000. Total interest. To find the total interest, subtract loan amount from 8,000. Yes, this answer is correct. Very good. හරි ඉතුරු මම ගෙදරදී කරන්න දෙන්න අපිට. We can start lesson number 10. Stock market. Stock market. මේක ඇත්තටම පුතේ මේ කොමර්ස් නැත්නම් කොමර්ස් වලට වඩා බර වෙන lesson එකක්. මේකේ තියෙනවා definitions ටිකක් අපි ඒක ඉගෙන ගන්න වෙනවා. ඒක ඉගෙන තමයි ගණන් හදන එක නම් මහ වැඩක් නෙමෙයි. නමුත් lesson එකේ තියෙන දේ මොකක්ද කියලා අපි study කරන්න වෙනවා. හරි? එහෙනම් note එක ලියන ගමන් මම පුතලට explain කරන්නම්. Right, stock market. Main topic, lesson number 10. Stock market. Right on. In this lesson, we will consider පුතේ note එකක් ලියා ගන්න වෙනවා. In this lesson, we will consider businesses in Sri Lanka which are incorporated incorporated, companies registered, companies registered, companies registered under the Companies Act, Act number 7 of 2007, right? What is it? Consider businesses in Sri Lanka which incorporated, hmm, which are incorporated, which are incorporated uh, companies registered under the Companies Act number 7 of 2007, right? These companies may be owned by an individual, may be owned by an individual or a group of individuals. Individual or a group of individuals. Of these companies, of these companies, of these companies, the companies which are limited, the companies which are limited, companies which are limited by shares can be classified as follows. Can be classified as follows. What are them? Private limited companies and public limited companies. මෙතන අහලා තියෙනවා. සීමා සහිත පුද්ගලික සමාගම, සීමා සහිත පොදු සමාගම් කියන එක. Private limited companies, public limited companies, right? Normally, public limited companies raise capital to commence or continue their business by issuing shares to the general public. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් මහජනතාවට shares නිකුත් කරනවා. හරි? එතකොට දැන් එහෙම කිව්වහම අපිට shares ගන්න පුළුවන්. අපිට invest කරන්න පුළුවන්. There are two types of companies. එකක් තියෙනවා. private limited companies. Private limited companies. Public limited companies. The other one is public limited companies. Public limited companies. Right. යට ටික erase කරනවා. පුතලා මේවා ලියලා ඉවරද යට ඒවා? Shalini, have you completed this?
Yes, sir.
Right. Right. Write down. Public limited companies. Raise capital. To commence or continue their business. Commence or continue their business. Commence or continue their business by issuing shares to the general public. To the general public. මහ ජනතාවට shares issue කරනවා. Yes, then write subtopic stock market. You know about the stock market. This is the place where securities such as shares issued by the companies are traded. This process is done in the stock market, issuing shares, buying and selling shares. මිලදී ගැනීම විකිණීම දෙකම සිද්ධ වෙන්නේ මොකද්ද? stock market කියලා කියන පුතේ share market කියන එක තමයි. හරි? එරුෂ the same thing. Stock market, the share market. හරි? කොටස් වෙළඳපොළ කියන අදහස තියෙනවා. හරි? එතකොට stock market, share market එකෙන් තමයි මේවා කරන්නේ. කියන්නේ මිලදී ගැනීම අපිට ගිහිල්ලා කෙලින්ම ඩීල් කරන්න බෑ. ඒකේ brokers ලා ඉන්නවා. හරිද? stock market එකේ. You have to discuss them. Then you want to buy shares a company through such a broker, then we can buy shares, right? Right. Write a subtopic stock market. I could අනුමාත්‍රකාව ලියන්න. Stock market. stock market. The stock market is a place the stock market is a place where securities such as shares and debentures right ඒකේ සිද්ධ වෙන දේවල් දැන් shares විදිහට debentures කියන එක සිංහල කියන අපි ණයකර කියලා ණයකර හරි such as shares and debentures issued by companies are traded. Are traded. Right? The Colombo Stock Exchange ඒකටම ලියන්න. The Colombo Stock Exchange අපි කියන්නේ කොළඹ කොටස් වෙළඳපොළ කියලා. The Colombo Stock Exchange is the organization responsible responsible for the operation of the stock market in Sri Lanka. Organization responsible for the operation of stock market operation of the stock market Sri Lanka. Colombo Stock Exchange. Right. After writing this, I have to write a subtopic shares. What is a share? මොකද්ද share එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ? Public limited companies wish to raise capital by involving the public by issuing shares. And normally a share is one of the equal parts that into which a company's stated capital is divided. What do you mean by the stated capital? then ඒක determine කරනවා. ආරම්භයේදී කොච්චර ප්‍රාග්ධනයක් තියෙනවද stated capital. හරිද? ඒක බෙදනවා. It is decided by the company. ඒක තීරණය කරන්නේ company එකෙන් තමයි. හරිද? company එකේ ඉන්නවනේ director board එකක් වගේ. ඒගොල්ලෝ decide කරලා ඒගොල්ලෝ ඒ බෙදෙන shares ගන්න they can decide. Right? Then value of a share decided by the company. share එකේ value එක decide කරන්නේ company එක තමයි. Right? එතකොට මම මේක erase කරන්නම්. Write down shares. මේ මොනවත් විභාගෙදී අහන්නේ නැහැ. what is a share මොකුත් අහන්නේ අපිට ගණන් හදන්න තියෙන්නේ. හැබැයි අපිට යම් කිසි knowledge එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. Public limited write down public limited companies public limited companies which are listed in the stock market which are listed in the stock market that wish to raise capital by involving the public do this by issuing shares do this by issuing shares. A share is one of the equal parts, right? A share is one of the equal parts a share is one of the equal parts into which a company's stated capital is divided. Into which a company's stated capital into which a company's stated capital is divided. Stated capital is divided. Divided. ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් අහන්න පුතාලා. A share is one of the equal parts. Stated capital like a බෙදලා සමාන ගානකට my shares හොයන්නේ. හරි? Right? When a company issues new shares, right? Write down. When a company issues new shares, the price of a share is decided by the company. Is decided by the company. The public can invest in as many shares the public can invest the public can invest in as many shares in as many shares as they like. Right? As they like. කැමති විදිහකට shares ගන්න පුළුවන්. Right? Then write this example. Example එක ලියන්න පුතා. Example එක ලියන්න. Example. Right? Company C, which has a stated capital which has a stated capital of 10 million rupees. ₹10 million rupees. Issues 100,000 shares issues 100,000 shares issues 100,000 shares to the public issues 100,000 shares to the public at 100 rupees per share at 100 rupees per share. 100 rupees per share. Vishwa buys 5,000 shares Vishwa buys 5,000 shares of these shares. Of these shares. The first question, express Vishwa's share in the company Vishwa's share in the company. Part A as a fraction. Part B as a percentage. As a percentage. The second question is the second part. Find the amount that Vishwas invested in company C. Find the amount that Vishwa invested in company C. In company C. The company C, which has a stated capital of 110 million rupees. Right? Issues 100,000 shares to the public at 100 rupees per share. Issue buys 5,000 shares of these shares. First question, extras issues shares in the company as a fraction. Right, you know, the total number of shares, 100,000. Issue buys 5,000. We can represent as a fraction. One question, the first one, we can find it as a fraction. 5,000 out of 100,000. Simplify. 5 over 100 means as a fraction 1 over 20. The second one as a percentage. To find as a percentage multiplied by percentage 100. Take a percentage 100 very current. Multiplied by percentage 100. 1 over 20 into percentage 100. The answer is 5%. Right? This is A. This one is B. And the second part, find the amount that we should invested in company C. So the value of a share is 100, number of shares 5,000. Multiply 5,000 by 100. We can determine the invested amount. It is 500,000 rupees. 500,000 rupees. Any question? ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවද? චලනී තේරුණාද පුතේ?
ඔව් සර් තේරුණා.
හරි. Then write a subtopic dividends. What do you mean by dividends? In Sinhala ලාභාංශ අපි කියලා කියන්නේ after end of the year company pays annual dividend for their shareholders. ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ shareholders සඳහා ඒගොල්ලෝ company එකේ දෙනවා dividends, right? Dividend are payments. Dividends is paid in terms of number of shares. That means in terms of 5 rupees per share, 10 rupees of 10 rupees per share, 50 rupees per share, like that. Share එකකට තමයි දෙන්නේ. Right? Think I have in this Vishwa example, Vishwa has 5,000 shares in this company. If the annual dividend income is 5 rupees per share, after end of the year, he can receive 25,000 rupees as a dividend income. Right? එක කියන්නේ share එකකට දෙන ගාණ විදිහට. 5 rupees per share, 2 rupees per share, like that. He has 5,000 shares. At the end of the year, the dividend income for share, one share is 5 rupees. The total dividend income after 1 year, 25,000 rupees. 5,000 into 5. Any question, Hirusha? Sorry, Hamsaja?
No, sir, no questions.
Right, right. Right. පුතේ රියන්න. Subtopic dividends. දැන් මේකේ මේ definitions ඔයාලට වැඩක් නැහැ. නමුත් දැන් පුතලා දැනගන්න එපා මොනවද dividends කියලා කියන්නේ. විභාගෙදී අහන්නේ නැහැ. Define dividends කියලා ප්‍රශ්න අහන්නේ නැහැ නේද? එතකොට ඒවා අපිට වැඩක් නැහැ. නමුත් අපි දැනගන්න ඕනේ. මොකද මේකත් හරි ලේසි ප්‍රශ්නයක් පුතේ ලකුණු 10ම ගන්න පුළුවන් ප්‍රශ්නයක්. හරි? Write down dividends. Dividends. Write down dividends are payments out of the earnings of the company out of the earnings out of the earnings of the company which some companies give their shareholders, which some companies give their shareholders as a benefit. As a benefit. As a benefit. It is expressed in terms of the amount paid per share. It is expressed in terms of The amount paid per share. Amount paid per share. Right? ෂෙයා එකකට තමයි ගෙවන්න. ෂෙයාස් 1000ක් තියෙනවා. 1000න් වැලියු එකෙන් මල්ටිප්ලයි කරලා අපිට ටෝටල් ඩිවිඩන්ඩ් ඉන්කම් එක ගන්න පුළුවන්. හරි. Right. Then write down this question. Make a ප්‍රශ්න ලියන්න පුතේ. Example. Write down this question. Company C මේක ඉස්සෙල්ලා ප්‍රශ්නෙටම අදාළයි. Company C pays annual dividends of 4 rupees per share. Pays annual dividend හරි. පුතේ කියන්න. Company says pays annual dividend of 4 rupees per share. ₹4 per share. 4 rupees per share. Right? 4 rupees per share. For the 100 shares it issued. For the 100 rupees shares, it issued. Of which issue bought 5% shares. Of which Vishwa bought 5,000 shares. Next question. Find the annual income that Vishwa receives. Find the annual income that Vishwa receives. That Vishwa receives through this investment. Through this investment. Through this investment. Express Vishwa's annual income as a percentage of the amount he invested. Of the amount he invested. Yes. Company C pays annual dividend of 4 rupees per share for the 100 rupees shares it issued, with which issue bought 5,000. Issue-wise 5,000 shares. Find the annual income that Vishwa receives through this investment. To find it, we got 5,000 shares. Annual dividend per share is 4 rupees. To find the total dividend income, multiply 5,000 by 4. It is 20,000 rupees. Answer 20,000. And the second question, express Vishwa's annual income as a percentage and he invested. The invested amount is 500,000 rupees. We obtain 20,000 out of this. We need the percentage multiplied by percentage. 100. The answer is 2,000. Then no, we have 2,000. Then divide this 200 by 50 is 4%. This is the answer. පුතාලා ඒ homework ටික ලියා ගන්න. Thank you homework. 9.2 වල remaining questions ඉතුරු ටික 9.2 අපි දෙකක් හැදුවා. We did 1 and 3rd question except 1 and 3. එකයි තුනයි හැර. Others. Then and also 10.1. 10.1 current whole exercise. 10.1. Right? 9.2 remaining questions and 10.1. Appear. හිතන්නේ අපිට next Saturday, next Friday කොහොමද කල ක්ලාස් එක තියෙනවා. දැන් Saturday අපිට physical class එකක් පටන් ගන්න තමයි මම හිතාගෙන ඉන්නවා. කල හැමෝටම බුදු සරණයි.
Thank you, sir.